They decided to surround themselves with yes people. They decided to surround themselves with yes people because they were never looking for growth. They were never looking for elevation. The intention was power. The intention was to secure their position, what they thought their position is. Their intention was to gain power. And how do you do that? By surrounding yourself with yes people, not people who are going to hold you accountable, not people who are going to pick at you and, with love, identify things that you need to work on. That was not their intention. And so they picked this route, and for a moment, they did feel powerful because nobody um, combated them, nobody talked negatively, nobody, came at them sideways. They had fully padded themselves. They had fully succeeded to hide their insecurities, because you see, when you have yes people, your agenda is to hide your insecurities, and that insecurity is your low self-esteem. They were not looking to heal. They were not looking to ask themselves the difficult questions. No. And so for a moment, they did feel that power. They felt the power. They felt that power, and they acted with the full force of what that power gave them. They were arrogant and proud. They were arrogant and proud, and they enforced their power unfairly against you. They did that under the watchful eyes of the people they had surrounded themselves with. And again, nobody spoke against the injustices they did. They were quiet. You see, the yes people are also leeches. They are leeches because, one, they cannot defend themselves. And so they pair themselves with people who they think can defend them. They pair themselves with people who seem to have some power. And because they are also in their unhealed self, they do not see this power as a flawed version of it. They think that either bravado or that big chestedness or, abuse is power. Yet it is the distorted version of it. But they do not know, and neither are they concerned to find out. And so they pair themselves with this kind of person for that security, for that protection, to be chosen. You see, it is that these two individuals are opposite sides of each other. They're opposite sides of their unhealed selves, and so they pair up like magnets. And that's why they do not speak of any injustice that this person commits on others or against you. And so, where was I? Yes, they did feel powerful for a while. They did gather the, support and everything. But you see, as all kingdoms that are built on falsehoods and weak foundations do, they crumbled and they fell. They fell because failure to grow, failure to identify that faulty, not background, this foundation, failure to identify it, fear in, acknowledging their unhealed nature. And further, they are being surrounded by people who do not want to tell them the truth. They ran away from the truth. And of course, it catches up with you. And when now they are in trouble because authentic people disappear from them, authentic experiences disappear from them, and judgment calls upon. Judgment calls. You can never run away. The scales of justice have to be balanced. It is a fact. The scales of justice have to be balanced, and the bell calling upon the bearer of the scales of justice rang. And they started fumbling. They started fumbling because it became apparent that their foundations are weak. It became apparent that they have been living a lie. You see, you can run and hide, but you can't do it forever. The connections that they built are false. The power that they thought they had slowly begins to unravel. It began to unravel because either you found your power and you walked away. It began unraveling because the yes people they depended on gave them the wrong advice, gave them support that is also weak in its own nature. It did not support any growth, it did not support any healing. They also, in themselves, did not support healing within themselves. And so you're left with the ashes. You are left, they are left with nothing. They are left with nothing but the falsehood that they have been living. It becomes apparent. And so while they might have isolated you, abused you, used you, this is the karma they are now facing. This is their life now. That they thought they're going to inflict all the pain and all the nonsense on you. The boomerang has come back, and it has come back to the target that threw it. Justice is upon us, friends. The hour of justice is upon us. Keep living your life in the best possible way. Keep healing and growing yourself. Do not take any revenge or any need to bring upon justice for yourself, because the boomerang has started finding its way back to the ones who threw it. And I will see you again next time. Bye, sis.